We live in a heavy-based habit and addiction society. I mean, every one of us has something, right? I mean, some vice that may come in the form of drugs or alcohol or pornography, or different ways that we unplug and disconnect from society and people. Maybe it's Netflix binging. Whatever it is, we all got these. And how do we show up in a way to change these habits into something that isn't serving us, turning it into something positive and powerful and good? I'm Kris Krohn here with Limitless TV, bringing these answers to you today. Before we can talk about how to eliminate bad patterns and habits and addictions, we have to start by really understanding what's happening. Because you can have good habits and you can have bad habits. You can have addictions that are extraordinarily unhealthy, and you can also be addicted to something like success or happiness or love. You see, back in the days of cavemen, it all came down to fight or flight, the same parasympathetic system that is inside of you and I right now. And when we face something undesirable, we are either going to fight it or we're going to flee it. Addiction keeps us in this constant game of fight and flight. And if you were to compare that to somebody that is successful in life, every time we're successful and happy, guess what chemical we're releasing in the brain? Dopamine, right? It's this powerful euphoric feeling, an endorphin of success and happy, and I did something good. When you're facing addiction, you lock yourself into a pattern. And that pattern is a chemical state, just like success is a chemical state, which means that it can be difficult to change unless you have the right plan. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to share with you four specific steps that if you have any habit, and I'm not just talking about addictions like, oh, I have an addiction to pornography, or I have an addiction to, sleeping with someone that is not my wife, or maybe it seems like something much less harmful, like, are you addicted to Amazon shopping? Are you addicted to binge watching? Do you check out? For me, an addiction is anything that creates disconnect and says, check out of life. And success is when we are plugging in and connecting. It's like taking a vacation. I don't take a vacation to disconnect and unplug. Friends, that's what an addiction is. Instead, I'm addicted to living. I'm addicted to life. So I'm going to give you the 4 steps on what you can do to alter those patterns and replace them with powerful patterns for producing that success, that new chemical process that will help you produce the life that you want. We know that success breaks the cycle. So what's it going to take for you to take whatever addiction you're looking at and overcoming it? Here are the 4 steps. Step number 1, you got to have an awareness. Right now, you might be watching this video because you have an awareness of an addiction that isn't working for you. Are there other addictions that you are not aware of that you maybe justify and sweep off and say they're not a very big deal? You got to become aware of your addictive behaviors because we want to swap all of them for what? Success, absolutely. So awareness is the first bit. And right now, awareness comes about just from asking the question, what am I addicted to unhealthily in life? Because I'm addicted to success. I don't know, maybe to a certain extent, if that gets in the way of the family, guess what? That outside of moderation could also do some damage. But rather, it's this idea of having awareness. Number 2 is one of the most critical things, which is it's time to make a choice. And for some of your addictions, they are so powerful, you're going to have to put it on the line. For me, if I'm going to make any decision to get where I want to go, then I'm going to show up and make a choice as if my life is on the line. Frankly, that's why I get great results, is because I won't make the choice unless I'm all in. Not 80%, not kinda, not gray area, I'm all in. And with this, kicking the butt out of one of these, you're going to have to be all in because old patterns and temptations are going to come up and trigger the identity crisis that's going to set you off in your addiction. So how ironclad do you want it? How committed are you to absolutely crushing this and overcoming it? Once you make that decision, you're ready for step number 3, accountability. You're not going to do this on your own. Stop thinking you're tough enough and strong enough to figure out. Maybe you're embarrassed. Maybe you don't want people to know. You need accountability. You need people to know exactly what you're struggling with and someone that you're willing to be authentic with. That means you're going to be upfront and honest. You're not going to wait like, 2 weeks ago I had a relapse. 2 days ago I had a relapse. It's like, right now, I need help, accountability partner. Your accountability partner is someone that I want you to be interacting with multiple times during the day and leverage the sweet technology of texting, okay? Someone that's got your back. And then the 4th and final step that you need is you need some track record. Because you know what? You might start this diet and be kicking trash for like a day and be like, yeah, I'm doing my victory dance. You might go for a week long and be like, yeah, I'm doing my victory dance. Sometime something's going to happen where temptation is going to strike back, often unexpected. And that's the one thing you can't expect, is that maybe you're successful for a matter of days or weeks, maybe a month. In my experience working with people, something's going to present itself inside the first 6 weeks. A temptation so big it's going to get you reeling, and it might even get you stepping back into the problem. That's why you need that accountability partner. You're not going to be perfect at doing this, but you got to make sure that once you have that awareness and you've chosen it and you're all in, and with your accountability being honest and upfront, now it's time to know that at some point that temptation is going to show up, and when it does, it's time to pull out your sword and cut its head off, right? This is you up against the dragon, because when you have number 4 track record going now for months, at some point the temptation is going to feel small, pathetic. Blow it away. Recognize that it is so insignificant. And then a time gets to come that when you can trust yourself, when you've proven with track record your ability to be absent of what you are struggling with, it goes away. This is my personal experience. Addiction comes in many forms, but what you're giving up for your addiction is love, connection, greater results. These are the things that you really want. And there's no payoff that your addiction's giving you that can replace those other things. So guess what it's time to do? Create awareness. Number 2, take action with that choice of I'm done, this is it. Number 3, accountability. I'm not doing this alone. No solo journey on life here. I'm bringing my friends into this one, or the people that I need, or the people that I trust. And number 4, get enough of a track record till that temptation just is gone. Friends, this is what will create new patterns for you. And the pattern that you're really looking for is allowing that dopamine, a natural, beautiful chemical process, to bring about the feelings that you get when you're successful, not when you're addicted. So, time for you to get started. Take action now. Obviously, this is a really short video, and I'm sharing what I can. But if you'd really like to go a lot deeper down the rabbit hole and to get the real help that will really help you kick the trash out of whatever it is that's ailing you, then come spend 3 days with us at our Limitless event. It is a breakthrough event. So guess what it's about? Breaking through any habit, addiction, limiting belief, limitation that is not serving you. So click the link below, learn more about it, and then tomorrow, guess what we got coming your way? We are going to be talking about the difference between rich and wealthy.